and you think you can beat me. I am Kang!
With Kang's sudden and unexpected departure from the MCU, there's a sizable power vacuum that's been waiting to be filled. As Agatha Harkness has made her return to the MCU in Agatha All Along, fans have been questioning where the witch will head to now. Today at CBR, we're exploring the possibility of how Agatha could replace Kang.
The name's Agatha Harkness. Lovely to finally meet you, dear.
Agatha Harkness made her debut in Disney Plus's WandaVision as a perky and unassuming next-door neighbor to Scarlet Witch and the Vision.
Oh, this is gonna be a gas!
Agatha had inserted herself into the superhero couple's personal lives and positioned herself to keep tabs on them at all times. Through the course of the show, it was revealed that the dark force that had helped keep Scarlet Witch imprisoned with her altered reality had been, get this, Agatha all along.
And I killed Sparky too.
Agatha revealed herself to be an evil witch who was in fact many centuries old. She was bent on acquiring the power of the Darkhold, a tome of great demonic power, fueled by the eldritch power of Kathryn Hahn. Agatha had imprisoned Scarlet Witch and manipulated her in order to harness her power for herself.
Bravo!
A plan that had been working until Monica Rambeau had managed to enter the altered reality and helped alert Scarlet Witch to the ruse. Agatha engaged Scarlet Witch in a massive battle for the control of the Darkhold. Scarlet Witch defeated Agatha, and rather than killing her, Wanda left Agatha brainwashed herself, trapped within an altered reality within her own mind.
Lucky gal.
Now, as Agatha All Along has shown fans, Agatha has broken free of the Scarlet Witch's spell. The questions regarding her freedom have been increasing with every preceding episode. What does Rio Vidal want with Agatha? What lies at the end of the witch's road? Who is the mysterious teen? And what role does he have in Agatha's plans? What is Agatha's grand scheme anyway? The single biggest question that hangs over the entire show has ramifications for the entire future of the MCU. Will Agatha's actions have any true impact on the multiverse? This might seem like quite a leap to take, but stepping back and evaluating the state of the MCU suggests Agatha could have a bigger role than anyone could imagine. Agatha's original goal was to gain the power of the Darkhold. She failed in this pursuit and instead allowed the Scarlet Witch to study it. When the Scarlet Witch attempted to harness its powers to search the multiverse for suitable replacements for her lost family, she destroyed the Book of Vishanti, murdered a parallel universe's greatest heroes, and wound up destroying the Darkhold herself.
Heard you guys were having a party.
What's up?
Hey. Shall we?
Moving adjacent to Scarlet Witch's narrative, Kang was introduced in Loki as a multiversal threat the likes the MCU had never seen. He was built to be a bigger and bigger threat across Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania and Loki Season 2, with a scene depicting thousands of Kang variants chomping at the bit to explode into the multiverse. But now that Kang is no longer being utilized in the MCU, there still exists the entirety of the multiverse that has been introduced and explored. Pivot back to Scarlet Witch. With her death, Agatha Harkness has been released from her magical bonds. As Rio Vidal warns her, the Salem 7 are coming after her, and there is nowhere that she can run. To make matters even more mysterious, a young man enters her life, obsessed with witches and magic, but himself bound to be unable to state who he is. This could be a major key that could explain the direction Agatha All Along can take. First, the teen could in fact be an older version of Billy Kaplan, Scarlet Witch's son that was freed from the demon Mephisto. In WandaVision, Billy and his brother Tommy are depicted as children, but in the comics, the two brothers return as teenagers. The teen's existence as an older Billy could work, as Billy is also the superhero known as Wiccan, an extremely potent magic user himself.
Does this look centered?
Let me see, maybe if I just put it a little more to the...
Second, The teen could also be none other than Blackheart, the son of the demon Mephisto. A few clues suggest this as a possibility. A black heart was printed on the letter that Agatha found in the Witch's Roadhouse. Mephisto's name was mentioned very briefly, a first in the MCU, a sly and possible reference in She-Hulk notwithstanding. The words Black Heart have also been stated very clearly across the first few episodes. Rio Vidal stated that her little black heart beats for Agatha. Agatha refers to her neighbor as Mrs. Hart. Despite her insistence, her name is actually Sharon.
Mrs. Hart.
Sharon.
Sharon.
These little nods plus Mephisto's name drop could be a possibility that the teen, or perhaps another character, may be the demon's son.
He might be a demon. Or an agent of Mephisto.
The importance of this is very simple. If Mephisto were to make his first real appearance in the MCU, he could be a massive antagonist for Agatha to contend with. The Salem 7 in the comics were a collective of magic users that worship the figure known as Samhain. In Agatha All Along, they appear to be a darkened cult of black magic users that are bent on apprehending Agatha. As they are different in the show than the comics, there is a chance that they may worship Mephisto instead. Bringing Mephisto into the MCU, especially against Agatha, opens a narrative thread from the comics that could be adapted to fit the current multiverse arc. If the teen is Billy Kaplan, his soul plucked from the multiverse from Mephisto, he could be the key for Agatha All Along to set events in motion to destroy the multiverse. If the teen is Blackheart, he and Mephisto could unleash power enough to tamper with the fabric of reality. As Agatha consistently proves herself to be a greedy and self-serving opportunist, her actions could set events in motion that could impact the multiverse. This is viable as it was established that the Darkhold and Book of Vishanti were directly tied into the multiverse. Therefore, acknowledging the fact that magic runs so deeply in the MCU that it could be a key part of the path leading to Secret Wars further down the line.
A witch is really just another name for a bad girl.
It's unlikely that Agatha Harkness would gain the power to replace Kang as the MCU's primary villain, but there's nothing to stop her from trying to gain that power. For now, Agatha is a vehicle to help direct the MCU out of the multiverse saga and into its next major narrative arc. How exactly this will happen, what role she, the teen, and all the other witches have in regards to this trajectory all remain to be seen. Of course, there is the possibility that none of this may happen and that these teases are nothing more than red herrings. All we do know for sure is that Doctor Doom is coming, looming somewhere on the horizon, and every piece now placed on the board is but one more tool for him to utilize. For Agatha to truly replace Kang as the MCU's major villain, she would have to acquire an immense amount of power. What is also important to bear in mind is the simultaneous release of the Thunderbolts trailer as well, which will also likely propel the MCU closer to the end of the multiverse saga. It's exceedingly unlikely that Agatha Harkness will have a direct impact on the Thunderbolts, but stranger things have happened in the MCU. For example, fans that swore the Sentry could never make an appearance have had to eat their hats. All fans can do now is simply watch Agatha All Along and see what awaits her and the other witches at the end of the Witch's Road.
Gang's all here. Let's hit the road.
Do you think Agatha will become a replacement for Kang? Do you think Agatha All Along will introduce the next major step forward for the MCU? Will Mephisto finally make an appearance? Let us know what you think in the comments. Make sure to subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching CBR.